I think we both do it. I think we both do it. But you know what? That's a regular conversation.
Right? But I think we're really polite about it. So we're like, oh no, you go. Sorry, go
Yeah.
ahead.
So that counts for something, right? Like we can,
Yeah,
yeah. We're very Canadian.
we really are.
Yeah.
Well,
I
it's
I
like,
just
yeah, go
sorry,
ahead.
go ahead. Why do we always
I was gonna say I'm the kind that says sorry to furniture if you bump it. Like, oh,
it was
sorry.
like yeah, you are that person. Okay. Welcome to Coffees and Bottles with Adriana and Mathusha.
Hello, I'm Adriana.
And hi, I'm Mathusha. And
But yeah, you
for
saw
the
sorry.
oh yes, go on.
No, you saw the moon yesterday, right?
I did, and you said it was this super moon, but
I
and it was
thought it
huge.
was. It was.
It was huge. Like it was in my face while I was driving home last night. I'm like, what is going on? It was
Wow,
not.
yeah.
And did you guys get in the car and started driving around?
So we were out. But yeah, but then we were too late because I was like, "Oh my gosh, let's get the girls. Let's go." And then we
Yeah.
started moving around and we only like we saw it when it had already risen. So it was small, way smaller than what we saw before. But they say
Yeah.
it's usually like bigger when it's close to the horizon. I'm like, oh, okay. That makes
Is
sense.
that why? Oh, so that's what it was. It was first risen
Mhm.
and we saw it then because when you messaged me, I was in the car. And when I
Right.
got home, um I was like, yeah, like I was thinking the same thing. Like it was so big and so close to the earth.
Yes. At one point, I was like, this is taking up like the whole sky. Like, what's going on
Yeah.
here? But oh man, we really wanted to recreate that today. So we were driving, but there was just so much like cloud coverage that
Yeah.
yeah, it was too difficult to see anything.
And I
So
think yesterday was the full moon, or is today the full moon?
tomorrow I think.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
So
So
what we saw was not even the full moon.
no, it wasn't. It was
Oh
like
my God.
the phases of getting to the full moon.
Yeah.
We may have watched a bit of like National Geographics with the girls because I was like,
Oh,
party.
let's learn about the moon today.
But yeah, so maybe we'll try again tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, no, that's a good idea. So where I saw it was actually right in front of our house, like when we turned onto our street. Yeah,
Ooh.
so tomorrow night I think I'm going to maybe we can sit on the front porch or look at the front porch and see it there.
Mhm.
Hopefully, fingers crossed.
And that's perfect because like you guys don't have front porch neighbors. Because if we tried that, all of our neighbors would be like, "Hey neighbor, what you doing up there?"
I know, right? Say our neighbors wouldn't really talk to us much.
Oh, okay.
For you know where we live.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Good and bad. Good and bad.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's great because no, our one of I shouldn't say that. One of our neighbors is very nice and he does talk to my husband a lot.
Mhm. Mhm.
Um, but yeah, I shouldn't say that. They are very nice people. But
That's good.
our neighbor on the other side does not talk to us,
Okay. There's
which is
always
good too.
there's always like the one or two, right? Like you get
Yeah.
one really, really good, really nice one, and then
Yeah.
there's one like,
You can't win. You can't win with neighbors. It's like the lottery,
exactly.
right?
Yeah, exactly.
You just pick it out of a hat.
Yeah.
Whoever you get is whoever you get.
We were playing I don't know, jungle or safari or one of those exploring games one day.
Yeah.
So she was like, okay, I'm going to use my hands and make little, she calls them eyes,
Yeah.
which are binoculars. So she's like, I'm gonna make little looking eyes and I'm gonna go
Oh,
look for animals. So I was like, okay, this will be fun. Let's look for animals.
yeah.
So we're pretending and she's looking around the room. And then she goes, oh my gosh, look, it's a slut. Like,
A what?
she
A
means
slut?
slut. So I'm like, okay, don't react, don't react, don't react. I know she means to say something else. So
Yeah.
yeah, meant to say sloth.
A sloth.
Yes.
Okay, when you said that word, it didn't like,
Oh,
and then
really?
you're like slut. I'm like, oh my God, Elsa,
Okay.
no. No, I can't believe that's like it's so funny how they say it, and they're at the part where they're trying to enunciate and say different words. Like Logan says fa all the time. It just sounds like the F word.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I'm
And
like,
that's
and I have to go back and think to myself, okay, did I say it in front of him? Like, is he mimicking me? Like, what's going on? And he'd be like,
yeah.
fa.
Yeah. And that's the part, right? Like that's the thing where you're kind of having that conversation in your head where it's like, is this that word? Or is it just another word that sounds like
Yes.
that word?
So you didn't even gasp or anything, eh? You
No.
played it cool. Good for
I
you, Adriana. It's
thank
really
you.
good. It's so hard to do that.
I really like I kind of like held my tongue, like
Yeah.
literally bit my tongue because you know me, I blah blah blah. So it was just like, I'm not gonna react to this. Let's see where this goes. So I was like trying to be very calm, like, sorry, what did you say? Do you mean to say this word? And she's like, yeah, like that's what I said. Like, no, that's not what you said.
No, it actually means something else.
We won't get into that right now. Another story
Yeah.
when uh Elsa was really young, we went to a restaurant
Hmm.
and it was around the time where she was learning to play peekaboo. So she wanted
Oh,
to play peekaboo everywhere. So we went to a restaurant and
yeah.
then like we're sitting there and it's a fairly quiet restaurant. So then she's just like playing with us, like she's playing with her napkin, and then all of a sudden she goes, "Big poo poo, big poo poo," and everybody turns and stares because they're just like, "Did she say big poo poo?" And I'm like so excited about it, and like jumping in her seat.
Everyone's like, "Oh God, we're eating."
Like, my husband and I are purposely like, oh, you mean peekaboo?
Taboo.
Really trying to, not what you said, don't worry.
I think everyone probably appreciated that.
Yeah, exactly.
I need to vent. So as Mowgli is not like the chunkiest baby, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's a little bit on the thin side.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been getting I've always gotten people like commenting on his weight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So today, I had someone say something about his weight, and it really upset me. But I had to like keep it cool.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, that person was comparing another child and saying that that other child gets fed all the time, and it kind of like insinuating that I don't feed my child.
Mm.
Yeah,
Wow.
I know. It's like, how do you handle that?
I know. Ugh, it's tough. Like,
Yeah.
is it, like obviously you're trying to feed him. But
Well, yeah. Um, the thing is, we were feeding him all the time,
hmm
and then he would deny most of the food. And then a friend of mine was like, he has to have hunger cues. Like when he's hungry is when he should be eating. You can't
mm
just keep stuffing him, and then he's not going to know when he's hungry.
mm
So I'm like, okay, we'll wait until then.
hmm
And then, so I think it it looks like I'm not. I don't know. It looks like I'm not stuffing his face with food every second that I get,
hmm
like what I used to do,
Right. Yeah.
right? So I don't know if it's that, but it's quite stressful. Like obviously we're trying. Like,
Yeah.
I
Of
don't want
course.
my
Yeah.
child to starve.
hmm
But it is quite frustrating. I think that's because that's pretty the only thing that we're struggling with,
hmm
right?
Yeah. I know. It's definitely a tough call.
Yeah.
Like, but I mean, this is what now I'm going to vent a bit.
Okay, go
What
ahead.
always this is what always kind of bothered me, where it's like when you go to some of these groups, you're
Yeah.
supposed to be lifting each other up, right?
Yes.
Like there shouldn't be very much judgment. There shouldn't
Mm-hmm.
be, oh, well, I do this. Like, do you? Like, it's not a competition.
No.
And I don't understand some people. Like, I know with you, me, and like our other good friend,
Yeah.
um, we'll like, we don't, it's not competing, but we'll compare notes just to be like, oh, that's a good idea. Like, thank you. Like,
Yes.
we share ideas, right?
Yes, exactly.
But that's why, like, because there was this one class that we used to go to on, like, I think it was like Monday or Tuesday mornings or something. And it
Yeah.
was the same program that we usually do. It was just a different day. And for whatever reason, a lot of the judgmental parental figures were there that day. And it
Oh
was very
wow.
frustrating. Yeah, because it was like sometimes you're just like, nobody asked for your opinion. Like, why? Why,
Yeah,
why are we not supporting each other?
exactly. I'm like, we're all going through motherhood. We all have it rough,
hmm
right? I mean, I think more than ever, like, there's all these opinions on what the right thing to do is.
hmm
Um, I don't know. Like, I talked to my mom, and my mom's like, she didn't really go through that,
mm
right? Like, people would say stuff, but she would just be like, meh,
Yeah, it's
yeah,
true. It's true.
I don't
And I
know.
think technology is a little bit to blame, right?
Yeah,
Like
I agree.
they talk about all the time with like social media and how there's like cyberbullying and all of that now.
Yeah,
Like it is a tough time. And that's why
yes.
mothers, we also, or parents, I kind of got told by my husband one day, who, by the way, is our number one fan right now.
Yay! That's great.
But he was like, "You guys say mothers a lot. You know, it's not just mothers, it's fathers too, and parental figures." I'm like, no,
Oh,
you're absolutely right to be politically
yes,
correct. We just say mothers because we are mothers. Like,
exactly. And it's our perspective and our point of view.
exactly, exactly. And majority of the time, the woman takes mat leave.
Yes, it's true. Yeah.
I think that's why we say it. But anyway, just
Parents.
sure.
Parents, right?
If
Parents.
if
That
if
works.
we remember, like, who are we
Yeah.
kidding? We're not gonna remember. But
Parents. And then what about the guardians? It's gonna get
guardian,
into like
yeah, exactly, yeah.
parental figures. We can say parental figures.
We could, but that's so long.
But
It's
yeah,
okay. We can just say mothers, but everyone knows what we're talking about.
that's what I wanted to share. Just like mom shaming.
hmm
Um, even if the person's not a mom, like don't
hmm
like I don't want to hear it, right? Like you're
Yeah.
comparing me to another child. That's
Hmm.
not even your child.
Exactly. Oh my
And that,
gosh, I know.
so just it's a little difficult, and yeah,
Hmm. But it again, it could be because
yeah,
I actually get this from like very close relatives of mine. I won't
yeah,
say it because then it'll be super obvious. But it's the old mentality of like, chubby baby, happy baby, healthy
yes,
baby.
exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
no, not always.
No, it's for sure. It's like, we are also more mindful.
I wonder if um like you're feeling a lot of the pressure
Yeah.
because it's an overload of information. You know
Yeah, I think
what I mean?
I think that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I'm becoming a little bit more relaxed
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
about things. Like my dad was like, "Do you want to give him a brownie?"
Hmm.
And I said, "Sure, why not?"
Yeah. Yeah.
Just give him a brownie, and he ate it, of course, right? Because sugar
Yeah.
is yummy.
Yeah. I know. I
But
feel
yeah,
like with Elsa, we like as soon as she turned 1, it was like, darn, we can't keep this up anymore. Like we can't cut all the sugar, like we can't keep track of everything because she's had a taste
yeah,
for it and she likes it like a lot.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um, Also, 3 out of 4 of his grandparents have diabetes.
Oh.
So that's also like I think I'm very big. Like I'm so
Mm-hmm.
scared of that. And I also had gestational diabetes as well. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm more scared of the whole sugar
Yeah,
thing.
absolutely. And that I heard diabetes is genetic and it's also um what's the word? Uh more more likely to happen in South Asians.
Yes.
That was told by
Yeah.
my doctor who gave, oh boy, I'm slugging this up. Yeah, yeah, one of my doctor, the one who gave, oh boy, gave birth. Oh my gosh, the mommy brain is strong tonight. You know why? I actually didn't have any coffee today.
I had a 2 hour nap, and I feel like my brain is fried.
Really? Oh my
Yeah.
God. It must be the weather though. It was really hot today.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. And we were outside as well. So
Right, yeah.
yeah, it was exhausted when I came home. I slept, I got up, and I was still tired. Man.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say before I cut you off?
Oh dear. Oh, I don't remember.
Oh, your South Asians are
Oh yeah.
um have a higher chance of getting diabetes, and your doctor told
Mm-hmm.
you that. Your OB told you that, right?
Yes, yes,
OB?
she did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, perfect.
That was perfect. Perfect summary of whatever I was trying to say.
Um, yeah, it's true. And if you had gestational diabetes, your child has a higher chance of getting diabetes, and you
Hmm.
have a higher chance of getting diabetes.
Hmm. Well, it was funny because I'm not funny, but she was kind of like, um, your husband is of that descent, and
Yes,
you are Asian,
yes.
so both of you have a really high chance, and your kids will definitely have a high chance. I'm like,
Oh, wow.
okay, so
Yes,
you're definitely keeping an eye on that.
yeah.
Hmm.
And it's so interesting. Like for us, we have sugar, but
Hmm.
we have like we eat sugar.
Hmm.
Um, we're a little bit more mindful these days after
Hmm.
having Mowgli.
Hmm.
But also, uh, we what's the word? Yeah, my brain is fried.
I know this is a horrible day for us. Oh,
It's been off, right? Today.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wonder if it
Um,
has to do with the moon.
I truly believe that.
We should have a quick little explanation of mommy brain after.
Yeah, I know, right? We should have a whole episode on it.
Yeah, I think we just did.
Thank you for listening to Coffee and Bottles. Keep sipping on.